Hi, and welcome to Lost in the Funhouse with Greg Bow.
And Blondie.
And a scarecrow.
Well, first off, let me just tell you guys, I'm going to go ahead and apologize because I'm apparently going to sound like a Macho Man Randy Savage cutting a Slim Jim promo.
Why is that?
Well, I'm getting over the con crud, man. I mean, for those of you out there who go to conventions, you probably have all encountered this at some time or another, but I am prone to, every couple of conventions, I will come down with the con crud.
Yeah, I think we've all
Yeah.
been
Very gross.
touched
Very gross.
by it at some point.
Yeah, it's no fun. I'm feeling great. Everything's fine, but my voice still has not recovered. So apologies to everybody out there for my Randy Macho Man Savage-esque voice tonight.
Yes, and the cough.
The
Cough,
velvet
cough.
fog tonight, I am not.
Right, it's like that Monday after the convention where you just feel like you've been hit by a truck.
Like a truck.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like you've gone out and played in the street. And that's when everybody wants to call me, too. Everybody wants to call me right when I'm in the middle of losing my voice. And it strains it even further. And then before long, I can't even talk. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but then you want to, I've got to hold back on my voice and, get my voice ready for the podcast.
Yeah, and you can see how well that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My plan was foiled. My perfectly laid out plan.
Yeah.
Curse you, con crud.
How are your dreams of becoming an auctioneer going?
Not well. Not well. Not well at all.
All right. We got to start out with a correction from our previous episode. I was telling a story about the poor little bird that got stuck in the con and Shazam, who helped catch it and put it outside, and I was drawing a blank on his name. So I went and I looked this up, and his name is Jackson Bostwick. So I just want to say apologies that I could not remember his name, but go and look him up. He was the original Shazam on the TV series from back in the 70s, and Jackson Bostwick.
I grew up on that show. I'm so old.
No.
It was a good show, though. Good time, yeah.
Honestly, I don't think I ever saw it, but I don't know what I was doing in the 70s.
Well, you were apparently missing out on Shazam because it was a cool show.
Well, he
He catches birds.
He could catch a bird and save
Little known superpower.
save the poor little bird. But we do want to go ahead and tell you about something new that we've got. I don't know why.
New?
So, yeah, I don't know why that was so.
Brand shiny new.
I don't know why that was so funny, but
She gets the giggles.
yes. I guess after you've made about 500 buttons, it's kind of funny at this point.
That's the truth. You were like the Willy Wonka factory of buttons over there.
I
Really?
know.
How many have you done?
500. We made 493. I counted.
Seriously?
493
Oh, she
buttons.
counted.
I
Believe
counted.
me.
Oh, I know. I know.
But-
OCD powers activate.
Activate.
Form of an accountant.
Hey. Hey, cost accountant. What's your superpower? Math.
Putting up with a cost accountant. That's my superpower.
Tolerance is my superpower.
Oh, God.
Well, it's been tested tonight, buddy.
I tell you what. Yeah. We'll go into that story later.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have something new. We've got buttons, and we're going to have those at the next con that we're at. And we do have buttons for the podcast. We've got a 4-button set, and we've got one that's got just the podcast name, Lost in the Funhouse. And then we've got one of each of us. We've got Blondie, Greg Bow, and the Scarecrow.
Yes.
Brand new.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the scarecrow one.
See, you're an item now. You're a thing.
I am. I wasn't expecting to be.
You knew we weren't going to leave you out.
I'm just here to facilitate. I'm totally cool with just sitting behind the mixer.
You're
Yeah.
a faithful engineer.
Well, now you're a button.
You're a button.
I am.
But we will have those, and they're going to be $3 each, and we will have specials for multiples, and the 4-button set for the podcast is going to be $10. So be sure to come and check us out at the next con.
We're also going to have some con exclusives from time to time, correct?
Yes, we will. We're going to have some con exclusive. We've got Greg Bow art on the buttons, and we're going to start doing some that are specific to certain cons, and you can only get them at that con. And then later on in the year, we're going to offer up sets for
all the people who couldn't get to certain cons.
yeah, we'll have them available as a set for all the different cons that we've done, and those
Cool.
will be like really super exclusive. So
And they'll look really shiny on your con bag.
yes, they will, or your little lanyard thing, you know.
Ah, yeah, that's a great idea.
But so that's new, and then we've also got the new Vampirella exclusive.
Vampirella #1, featuring art by
Greg Bow.
Thank you.
I didn't.
The crowd goes wild.
But we'll have those available, and you can only get those from Greg Bow or
Power Comic Shop.
Power Comics, and those are exclusive for
Power Comic Shop.
Power Comic Shop.
Right. In Conway, South Carolina.
There we go.
So you can get them from Power Comics, or you can get them from Greg Bow, and that is the only place you can get them. And I think they're limited edition. There's only
I believe there's only 500.
500 available.
So get them while you can.
Yep. Once those are gone, they're gone.
And trust me, they're not going to last.
Yeah, they're
long.
not going to last long because what was it today? Power Comic Con was saying they're getting hit up.
They're
all
getting
over.
hit up fast and furious. And I had a real good friend come by and pick up 2 of them from me.
Oh,
my
yeah.
driveway, yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
so
I've been hit up all over Facebook, so
and
it'd be crazy.
we also have a brand new display that's going to be coming with us.
If Blondie can put it together, because I failed. I failed miserably at putting together a cardboard standee cutout.
Yes. So we have a life-size Vampirella that's going to be coming around with us to the cons. And
What's a cardboard stand-up?
do what?
It's a cardboard stand-up.
Yeah, life-size cardboard. Yeah, we don't have a life-size Vampirella that's going to come with us. We've got
I don't think there's room in the conmobile for that.
No. There's not room for.
It'd be cool, don't get me wrong, but
We just kidnapped her.
and look, I couldn't even put together the cardboard one.
There's no way you could take care of a real one.
No, it was crazy.
So definitely check that out. And also, there was something on the news that I saw the other day, and I just have to bring this up. And I don't think I've even told Greg Bow or Neil about this, but I just saw this on the news and this is like a public service announcement that I thought that I needed to get out. That apparently in Tennessee, they're asking people not to flush their meth down the toilet.
Oh, really?
Because it's causing meth gators.
Meth gators?
Seems like I saw that.
Are y'all serious?
Meth gators.
I thought it was a joke.
No.
Oh, y'all
So-
are ribbing me now.
No. This was on the news.
Meth gators.
Meth gators. So I don't even want to know what a meth gator looks like. Oh, I don't want to be around a real gay, a
This has gotta
sober
be-
gator.
This has got to be some kind of wacky promo for that new movie Crawl. It's got to be.
That would be appropriate.
It has to be. Meth gators.
Meth gators. So there's your public service announcement. Do not flush your meth.
So
Don't
to
don't
all
do
our
meth,
friends
but
up in Tennessee,
Yeah,
whether or
Here-
not you do meth or not, don't flush it
Right.
down the toilet.
we here at Lost in the Funhouse do not condone drug use.
No, we don't.
No, we do not.
For people or gators.
Except for cough syrup when you have the con crud,
Yeah.
because that's kind of nasty. Imagine con crud gators. That'd be hard.
We don't even want to go there.
No, we don't.
Yeah, no.
Why am I picturing now the people in the air-blown dinosaur suits?
Oh yeah, those are. Oh, from now on, those are con crud gators.
Those are concrete.
Describe what you're talking about for the people who may not have
Yes,
seen
I
it.
mean, I know you have seen these things. They have them for Halloween, and we see them at least one, I think, at every convention. And it's like this big dinosaur costume, and the person's in it, and it's got the fan in it, so it's air blown, and so it stays.
inflatable.
Yeah, it stays big,
Like
puffy.
a fan, not a fan.
Yeah, not a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concrutosaurus.
Well, technically,
Concrutosaurus.
hey, wait a minute. Technically, there'd be 2 fans in there, like a fan that blows air and a fan.
Yes.
Con.
So you get.
So-
Do they have to pay double?
Well, I don't know. You're the accountant. Cost
Hey,
accountant. Figure it
if I
out.
was running a con. There's 2 fans in there. Anyway.
Charge them double.
No, we won't go there. All right. So, do we want to get on with our subject for this podcast?
What is our subject?
Our subject is Veronica Mars.
I know her. We used to be friends.
A long time ago.
I hadn't thought about her lately, though.
How's she doing?
She actually has a new series coming out on Friday, July the 26th. So, we just want to get everybody caught up, and I know everybody has seen the show. We've got some really cool trivia that we've dug up, and just want to get everybody ready for that new series coming out. It's going to be on Hulu. It's going to be an 8 episode series, and if you just want some background, or if you don't, why don't you remember the show? You know,
Or if you were on meth or busy flushing it down the toilet,
yeah, something
making meth gators.
making meth gators, and you've just completely missed Veronica Mars.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Drugs are bad.
Just say no.
For you and alligators.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially you.
So, Veronica
Some can
Mars.
make you see alligators.
Oh gosh. So, Veronica Mars was a series that came out back in 2004, and it ran until 2007 on the UPN network, and then later changed over to CW. And they had 3 seasons, which, I mean, it was a very, popular show. I mean, it had a huge fan base, and I'm sure I'm not going to go into all the details about it. I mean, I know you've seen it. Everybody's seen it, right?
I haven't seen it.
Totally.
No, I've seen it. I love the show. I'm just joking. Trying to throw Blondie off her game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
So, just to kind of catch you up, I mean, Veronica Mars, she is pretty much like a, what do you call them? Like a gumshoe. I've always loved that
She's
term.
basically like a Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew type character, crime fighting. You know, her dad has a private investigation agency, and she helps him out, you know, solving the cases. And she's also teenage girl who has like typical teenage girl problems, you know, as we all did.
Well, I didn't have teenage girl problems.
And here I thought I was the only one.
But the show, I mean, we've got murders to be solved. We've got missing people. We've got, you know, serial rapists that need to be found. I mean, it's got pretty much everything, and just all of the
But
the
does
one.
it have meth gators?
No meth gators.
Right.
It's a
But-
family show.
But all the one-liners between Veronica and the other characters, I mean, just the quotes and stuff alone are just awesome from that show.
And she always brings back up.
Always brings backup. Backup is her pit bull. So,
It's a good backup.
yes. And his name is Backup, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. The writing on the show, guys, is incredible.
It is incredible.
It really is.
Producer Rob Thomas, he put together a great team, and it's kind of got that Buffy the Vampire kind of feel to it. Joss
That's-
Whedon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you're a fan of anything Joss Whedon, Buffy, Firefly.
Aw,
Yeah, I know. That's too soon, right?
no.
Curse you, Fox, for ridding us of Firefly. Great. That was a great show, too. But if you love the Joss Whedon type of show, Veronica Mars is definitely for you. As a matter of fact, isn't that how we found it?
We did, because we watched all of the
Angel
Buffy and Angel.
Firefly.
You got me, hooked on Firefly.
Because I'm awesome.
I know. So we watched all of those, and then we just found Veronica Mars, and I think we watched an episode or 2, and we were just pretty much hooked, so we had to watch the rest of them. And so we weren't kind of on board when it was on TV. We watched them later, I think within like the last, it was before the movie came out, so that would have been before 2014. We watched it,
We came late to the game.
and yeah, we were late to the game. But so, like I said, there were 3 seasons, and it was on CW. And then for whatever reason, it was canceled after the 3rd season.
We were late to the game, but now we're full-blown marshmallows.
Oh yes, marshmallows. That's what all of the true fans call themselves.
Well, like Star Trek has Trekkies. Mm-hmm. Fans of Veronica Mars, they're called marshmallows.
Yes.
So
I'm definitely a marshmallow.
delightful.
But so after the show was canceled on CW, the fans demanded they wanted more. They wanted more of the TV show. They wanted a movie. So Rob Thomas had written a script for a movie, and he went to Warner Brothers and pitched the movie and to get it made, and they declined at first. But then they told him that if he could start a Kickstarter or a fan-backed promotion and get he had to get $2 million of strictly fan money in 1 month, that they would kick in the rest of the money.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So even
so they were kind of trying to stack the deck.
yeah, and even Rob Thomas thought that this was not going to work.
Right.
So, but he went on with it. They started the Kickstarter, and they had 1 month to raise the money, and within 10 hours, they had raised the $2 million.
Sweet cream on an ice cream sandwich. 10 hours?
10 hours. And by the time the campaign was finished at the end of the month, they had raised $6 million.
Holy wow.
So this was the first movie that was...
That's incredible.
Yeah, had the Kickstarter and was fan-backed. So definitely a lot of fans out there that wanted this movie.
Well, apparently.
Yeah. So the movie is set 9 years after the season 3 finale, because there are, several years in between. I mean, the show ended in 2007, and the movie came out in 2014. And so it was 9 years after, and, we see Veronica, she's moved from Neptune, and that's another thing that I'm embarrassed to admit about the Veronica Mars, and the city where she lived was Neptune, California, and it just dawned on me recently that those are 2 planets, and I don't know why that just
I knew all along.
just completely escaped me, but I'm just
All along.
they're
Nothing
Mars-
gets past me. I'm
Mars-
a junior astronomer.
Neptune. But
Astronomer.
what are you talking about
I
over
don't know
there?
what I'm talking about. I'm being attacked by a meth gator.
So she's moved out of Neptune, California, and she started, she's got a life. She's, started a job, and for some, one reason or another, she gets called back to Neptune. There's more murder to be investigated. So she comes back, and she helps solve not one murder, but there's several murders, and she picks up right back into her dad's the Mars investigation and starts trying to rid the corruption in
That has to
Neptune.
be the crime capital of the world.
You would think, but I'm kind of wondering, if anybody knows the Murder, She Wrote, the series.
Yeah, Angela Lansbury.
Yes. Why was it always these murders happening around Angela Lansbury's character?
Because I think she was in on it.
So is that like going to be, a finale somewhere down the road, or
They
somebody's
find
going
out she was in on it.
somebody was going to be like, yeah, no wonder she.
What was Angela Lansbury played the character? What was the character's name in Murder, She Wrote?
Oh, trivia. Neil's going to get on that while we finish. But yeah,
Yeah, Scarecrow. See if you can find out the character name.
but yeah, we're going to find out one day that she was behind it all along. Of course you can. But anyway.
Interesting.
Yes. So why does, murder keep happening around Veronica Mars? Could it
She
be?
committed all the murders dressed as a teapot. See what I did there?
I see what you did there. But with Chip.
With Chip. He was an accomplice. That's how
But
he got his chip, because he was getting ready to talk. He was going to spill the beans, see? So sing like a bird, like a canary. Had to show him what for.
so you got that yet?
I'm looking.
He's looking. Okay. We're going to find that. IMDb.
That's what I'm.
Well, speaking of stars and stuff, the character, Vinnie Van Lowe,
Yes.
right? In
The other, he has the other private
the rival
investigator. Yeah,
investigator.
rival investigator.
You know who almost played that part?
Who?
Paul Rudd, Ant-Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That would have probably been a totally different character.
It would have. It would have.
Other characters in this show were just great. I mean, we've got Veronica Mars, who's your typical teenage blonde, but I mean, really, really, really super smart. Because there is
Brilliant.
the line in there, where he has to read off the money, where Veronica Mars is smarter than me.
Jessica Fletcher.
Jessica Fletcher.
All right, there we go. But that is one of the lines that Kristen Bell said, that she loves playing the character of Veronica, and she said that she would play that part as long as they were still making series or whatever,
Oh, that's awesome.
until it was Murder, She Wrote. So
Well, there you go.
but I mean, we've got Veronica Mars, and then we've got her dad Keith, who
And well, we'll talk about Keith in a minute, but let's not gloss over the most important character in the entire show.
Logan.
Weevil. Weevil is awesome. I tune in for Weevil. Weevil rules.
Yes. So we've got Weevil. He is the leader of the biker gang in the town.
He's like Weevil Knievel.
So we've got Weevil. We've got Logan, who is kind of the Veronica's nemesis in high school.
Yeah.
Just always.
Good banter back and forth.
Yeah.
Those two
That's
characters.
great. And then, of course, we've got her dog Backup. So, got to make sure when you're going out on your
And
stakeouts.
Poor Weevil gets blamed for everything. I mean, he's always in trouble. He doesn't do anything. He's just going about his business, doing his weeveling. And then, I mean, it's kind of like, what was it, Red Herring in Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Weevil's always the go-to suspect.
Yeah. Poor thing. But Veronica's all, they help each other out once they get to know each other. So,
Always targeting Weevil.
but then we also have the good friend, the lawyer, who I always
yeah.
say that sounds like Cliff McCormick, who sounds like some kind of radio announcer anytime
Like
he
a
talks.
pitch man, yeah.
Yeah. And we've got Wallace Fennell, who is Veronica's best friend. And is there anybody that I'm missing? I know Dick Casablancas, that seems to be a fan favorite later on in the series.
And the Eccles, Logan's parents.
Yeah.
And, I did not know. You said you knew this. I did not know that.
Yeah, Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin. Mm-hmm.
And I did not know that his parents on the show, Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin, are married in real life.
Yep.
I
But
did not know that.
yes. But you had an interesting story about Harry Hamlin.
Oh, yeah. Bottom line is Harry Hamlin, he was going to end up... So here's the thing. Lily, was it Duncan? Was her brother? And, this whole season, season 1 starts off, and, Lily's been murdered. Well, the cast and crew, the writers did not tell the cast and crew at any time who the murderer actually was on the show. Which character was the murderer?
That's cool.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were going around playing it. Nobody knew who the murderer was. Okay, so...
So it was a really whodunit.
It was a real whodunit. I mean, the characters on the show didn't even know. That way, they didn't give it away in their acting or what. I don't know. So... Anyway, Harry Hamlin, I think in season 2 maybe.
No, it was all wrapped up in season 1.
It was wrapped up in season 1. Was at the end of season 1, Harry Hamlin had got, a job offer to come down and film a movie I think in Australia. Mm-hmm. And they were worried he was going to take it because he was the one that they had planned all along to be the murderer. So, as luck would have it, he turned it down to stay with the show. So
That would have been
that's pretty cool.
total rewrite, I guess.
Yeah, it would have.
So we would have had a whole different ending.
Oh, it would have been Weevil. They'd have blamed it on Weevil. They blamed everything on Weevil. They need to leave Weevil alone. Leave Weevil alone!
The Kickstarter movie, that was 9 years after the end of the series. And then now we've got the new series that's fixing to start. It's, like I said, it's the 8 episode that's going to be starting on Friday, July 26th.
And
if
pretty
I
much
haven't
the entire
said that
cast
all.
is back, right?
Yeah. So it takes place 5 years after the movie, you know, if you're talking about chronologically. And so, yeah, we've got a lot of the almost all of the characters are returning. We've got Veronica, Logan Eccles, Keith Mars, Veronica's dad.
Is Weevil coming back?
Yes, Weevil's coming back.
Yeah, that's all I need to know.
Wallace Fennell. We've got Leo D'Amato and the lawyer, Cliff McCormick, Dick Casablancas, and Benny Van Lowe. They're all
Very
coming
cool.
back. So this is going to be really cool. And we've got Rob Thomas back to produce. We've got 2 of the same writers are coming back.
But didn't you say?
Yes,
you were
and
telling
a
me
little
something interesting.
trivia
Yeah.
that one of the people, I saw this, one of the people that's on the writing team
Neil, this is going to blow your mind.
is actually basketball player Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Really?
Is
Yeah.
one of the writers on the team.
One of the writers.
I just thought that was really cool.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Right?
So I'm
He's a
really
cool dude
excited.
anyway.
Really excited.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, I am. I'm a marshmallow.
Y'all have no idea how excited she is. All right. Getting ready for this episode of the podcast, she suggested, rightly so, it was a good thing, good idea, for us to go back and watch Veronica Mars.
Oh yeah.
And I almost screwed up and did like I normally do. I always screw the name of shows and stuff like that up. For those of you who know me, I'm really bad about that. What do I usually call it?
Yeah, this was gonna be Jessica Mars.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a cross between Jessica Jones and Veronica Mars. So
I get
that
it
would have
mixed
been a
up.
whole different show.
I get it mixed up. But so Misty had me sitting down, Blondie had me sitting down and going and watching the old reruns of Veronica Mars. And I forgot how awesome this show is.
Yeah, we were gonna skip around just to kind of get ready for the new series coming up, just kind of refresh ourselves. But I
We're
was
going to
like,
watch the whole thing.
I was like, no, I want to watch it all.
Yeah. And she is so excited.
I'm just everything that
You
I've
hear
read.
how bubbly she is about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I know everything I've read about the show. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. So I'm really excited about it.
I call it the Weevil Show.
The Weevil Show.
The life and times of Weevil. Well, there's another cool piece of trivia that, when researching, because I really like the song, the song they do, which we're not going to play on here, so we're not getting flagged and we're not getting all kind of trouble. But basically, there's a shout out to the band who sings the theme song in the show. The name of the band is the Dandy Warhols. Call it the Andy Warhols, Dandy Warhols. They provided the theme song, We Used to Be Friends. And the set designer hid an Easter egg in Veronica's locker. Mm-hmm. And basically what it is it's a black circle with the banana in the middle. And that is the album art for Welcome to the Monkey House by the Dandy Warhols. Welcome to the Monkey House.
All right.
I love the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s. You gotta love them.
Well, I do have to, since we're talking about Veronica's locker, I do have to tell that one scene from
Yeah,
the
okay.
very beginning when they at the very beginning and I think it's on episode 1 because they were doing locker searches and she always got a heads up when they were going to be doing a locker search. So they call her out of class to do the locker search and the cop and the principal are standing there, and when she opens her locker for him, there's nothing in the locker except for a picture of the principal with a heart around it, and she just looks at him like, oh, this is embarrassing.
That's pretty funny.
So, I mean, that's kind of things that she does all through the show. I mean,
Which makes it really entertaining. We're talking about, the writer and the creator, Rob Thomas.
He also does
yeah,
iZombie.
he does iZombie.
Yes.
So and he didn't create, but he was if I'm not mistaken, but he was in the writer's room for Dawson's Creek. Now I've never seen Dawson's Creek, but I know what Dawson's Creek is.
We all know you watch it.
Look, just because you call me up all the time and want to discuss every episode, and I can't discuss it with you.
I'm lonely.
Well, I know you probably have seen Dawson's Creek because you went to the Backstreet Boys concert, or what? Who was it?
I
you went
did
to see?
not go to the
New Kids on the Block. Wasn't
New
it?
Kids on the Block.
Something is.
Yeah, I was right behind you.
Something is
Were
crazy.
you?
Oh my gosh!
I saw what you were doing. I saw what you were doing. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Me and my friend Tara, we went to. Yeah, he's aggravating me because we did go to the New Kids on the Block concert just last week, and it was they call it the mixtape tour, and so they had Tiffany and Debbie Gibson.
Oh, really?
And
now, see, I would have gone for Debbie Gibson and Tiffany, but I'd have had to leave on New Kids on the Block. I just can't deal with that.
See, you weren't a little girl in the 80s.
Again, no, I was not. And I didn't have teenage girl problems. And I wasn't a little girl back then.
But I do have to say, I do not remember them dancing quite like that back in the 80s. But, and now they're like in their 40s, but, It was kind of a New Kids on the Block / Chippendales or something.
Really?
I was like,
wow.
I don't know what kind of concert you were at. But, you did get a text from Brett all the way from Airborne Jump School.
New Kids on the Block? Really?
I told him, he's almost missed you doing tonight. And I said, well, Blondie's down there at a New Kids on the Block concert. And he said the same thing. Seriously?
As he's plummeting towards the earth, New Kids on the Block.
The crap. But hey, if you were a little girl in the 80s, it was really good. And Tiffany and Debbie Gibson and everybody that was there, it was really cool to see. It was like nostalgia. It was fun.
If you were a little girl in the 80s or were tone deaf,
Oh, no.
apparently.
Tell us
No.
how you really feel.
I just wasn't a New Kids kind of guy. I was
Clearly.
I was Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne. That was me. Motley Crue, AC/DC, Kiss.
Well, I liked all those too, but
and
that
also
New Kids I think was before that, or maybe that was a phase I was going through. It was like New Kids, and then I got a little older, and then it was like
A phase.
yeah,
Really?
Motley Crue
A phase
and all.
that you never grew out of.
Yeah,
a phase that years later you attended a concert
It's a
Yes.
long phase.
that you're apparently not out of.
but it was fun.
Well, at least you had fun.
I did.
Oh, I had fun with you going too.
I know where this is going.
Oh yeah, I got to got a lot of jokes.
I'm
A
getting
lot
out
of
of this one.
jokes. I'll just leave it there. A lot of jokes. Well, enough about the New Kids on the Block. I think I can speak for everybody and say I've had enough of New Kids on the Block.
I don't know. I kind of want to hear a little more.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Because you got the right stuff.
Oh, that was so bad. I mean, that hurt me. That really hurt.
See, he knows.
Oh, that's just so wrong. Well, he's a musician. He's got to know.
That is true. I know a little bit about everything.
That I don't doubt. Well, speaking of learning new things, knowing a little bit about everything, I think it's about time for a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, we'll
All
take a
right.
break right here.
Okay, let's do it.
Stop. Don't take another sip of that water. There's hidden fish fats in that water that's going to cause you to gain weight. But here at Udi Toilet, we have carefully flushed all the fish fats out of the water to give you a healthy diet water drink that you can depend on. Don't be fooled by cheap imitation diet waters that do not work. Buy Udi Toilet water now.
And we're back.
We're back after that. Wonderful. Okay. Blondie, what's next on the agenda?
So, guys, we're going to start something new on the podcast, and we're going to get everybody to send in their funny stories.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we want to hear. I mean, I know we all have our funny stories that we'll be telling
as the podcast goes on.
And yeah, we'll be telling our funny stories, behind the scenes at the cons, getting ready for the cons. We've got some funny Airbnb stories.
Yeah, I can't wait for those.
Yeah, we've got,
Funny is a strong word.
It's funny to us, Neil.
Yeah.
It's funny to us.
I'm glad someone has some humor in it.
Yeah.
It's provided me hours of enjoyment.
Oh, good. Because it provided me hours of pain.
But we want to hear, like these weird stories that you have from around the con, or, interesting celebrity encounters.
Almost awkward celebrity encounters.
Celebrity encounters.
Those would be fun.
Yes, I mean, because
We know y'all have some.
yes, and we want to hear them because we're going to read them out on the podcast. And so you can send those to us at getlostinthefunhouse@gmail.com.
And please, if you want us to read your name out, we'll read your name out, but we don't mind at all. But please be sure and let us know if you want to stay anonymous.
Yeah. We can just, your email, or username or something, or
Right.
whatever you want us to call you or something.
First name and last initial.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't want to embarrass anybody, but we know everybody's got stories out there.
We don't want to embarrass anybody other than us.
Yeah, just us. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll embarrass
Especially
ourselves.
us.
We'll embarrass ourselves. But please send those
We have
in
no
to us.
shame.
No.
But send those in to us and, at our email address. And if you want to get in touch with us, I mean, we've got our email address. We're also on Facebook, Lost in the Funhouse. And we're on Instagram, Lost in the Funhouse. And we always post pictures. Anything that we reference, we'll put pictures up on our Facebook and our Instagram for you to see what we're talking about. And
Is there any pictures of you from the New Kids on the Block concert? I'm asking for a friend.
I might have some.
Oh, yes.
we can put those up if you want.
We will put those up.
Some great pictures. Anyway, so you guys, you got anything else?
Well,
Just say no to drugs and
meth gators.
meth
Right.
gators. And
Drugs are bad.
drugs are bad.
Meth gators
Just
are worse.
just say no. You can find us. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and please subscribe, rate. That's how we can get more listeners, to
Absolutely.
help grow the podcast. And we're so glad you guys are listening to us and listening to all of our crazy stories. Okay, guys, the next cons that we've got coming up is Charlotte Comic-Con, which is going to be on August 3rd and 4th. That's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Great con.
Yes, great con. It's 2 days, and it's awesome. And then after that, we're going to be in Soda City Comic-Con. That's going to be August the 10th and 11th in Columbia, South Carolina.
Also, really
And
great
another
con.
awesome con, because I saw that they're going to have like a lot of the voice actors from Batman Animated.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Yes. And I just saw they've got Michael Rooker's going to be there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, how cool is that?
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Mary Poppins, y'all. We lead such a fun life.
I know.
This is work for us, guys.
Aren't you jealous?
So come and check us out. That's where you'll be able to find us and get those buttons. And with that,
Well, I guess it's time to get lost.
in the Funhouse.